All right, and now as we drift from computer-assisted note-taking and enter into ASL to ASL transliteration, particularly for deaf-blind consumers, I am going to let the instruction be by video that is captioned, and so I'm not going to be providing anything lecture-wise about it. In fact, I'm not asking you to practice anything for points, but if you could practice some of the mobility training that you'll see, um, whether that means you just close your eyes and have somebody guide you, or you have guide somebody who's closing their eyes. A lot of trust involved in that both ways. Or if you're able to generate a simulator for deaf blindness, which can be done easily by getting some safety glasses and a can of spray paint. Although you might want to go easy on it, because otherwise you get a little extra undried spray paint. It can be kind of hilarious. So be cautious about that. Duct tape works pretty well too. You just tape the inside of the glasses or the outside. And some aspects of deaf blindness, you may have some restricted vision. So you might have a pinhole so that you can see if something is light or dark, or perhaps even a little bit of space. And if somebody was 20 feet away from you, you could see their whole head. And if they signed close to their head, you would understand everything said. And as soon as they moved, you'd have to search to find them. That is a lot of deaf-blind people's experience, that they can see, but not really well. And so we need to serve and accommodate them in whatever their needs are. And this is not a deaf-blind interpreting class, but this is an opportunity for us to expose you to some of the concepts so that as you observe deaf-blind interpreting in the world, you'll have an awareness of what's going on, what to look for, and that you'll be ready for other training, workshop training, and we're hoping to add a class in the next few years in the program. So that, you know, it helps if you have more than one exposure to it and not just a single class that covers the topic. So there you are. Thank you for your efforts in your computer-assisted note-taking and adding that to your toolkit. Knowing how to cue is going to be useful to you in your career, guaranteed. And it's up to you whether you've moved forward and take advantage of it, of your knowledge of it, and use it. It is the best tool in a lot of circumstances for interesting, uh, interesting problems. Likewise, computer-assisted note-taking is the right answer for certain consumers in certain situations. Not really the right answer for someone taking a swimming class, at least not until we have a waterproof laptop. But doesn't do too bad for any classroom lecture situation for the consumers that we talked about, the late deafened adult who's fluent in English, maybe doesn't want to know ASL because that's just too much recognition that they are not the person they used to be, and they want to be the person that they used to be. And I'm still that person, and I still know English, I just can't hear you anymore. Correct. So here's a reasonable accommodation, and the ADA will support you and the deaf person, but you may have to sell this a little bit more because it's not something that most people know is available. And then the ASL to ASL transliteration, chances are you'll be observing deaf people doing that, but if you are a deaf person in our training, then you're going to be doing that service very much, very likely, as part of your career as a deaf interpreter. All right, that's it for now. Enjoy the last part of the course, and see you in other program courses.